So this is a piece of crap. C580, and here's the thing, and it's actually working fairly good. I have no antenna on it at all.
Come on. I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of not one God-given reason. But that's my
A woman told the men about her late husband's money and promised a large reward if they found it.
tears from my eyes, no my lonely cries. My only leading hope is for the book we can't cope with shit.
It'd actually be kind of cool, since it uses two different variable capacitors. It would be cool if it had two separate knobs. That way you could switch from AM to FM and keep your favorite AM station, your favorite FM station, without having to touch the knob. But of course that would cost 10 cents extra, and GE couldn't handle the profit margin loss on that. So this would be very happy with a good antenna. It seems like the IF cans are performing quite well. It's all stock. I was thinking I would have to change this filter, but it seems to be working quite well. I was planning on changing it actually. It's got the FM tuner assembly is right here, and then this is the AM tuning capacitor and the oscillator coil and IF cans and typical GE. Everything is disc cap in this. Disc here, here, here. All discs. Nothing but discs. Surprised they didn't just use a stack of discs instead of an electrolytic. But it turned out that cheap move, the radios actually lasted a lot better. You know, I don't even see the little 5 microfarad balancing cap for the discriminator, unless that's it right there. They probably just decided they'd leave it out. Okay, so looking at this dial cord, everything is here. The spring is on the end here. So all I got to do is figure this out. And looking at this, it would appear that this is missing. So we go 3.5 times around here, then up, around, and then we have the spring, and we come down like this. Okay. So this looks right, except whatever is up here is not there. Okay, I'm looking at this in the cabinet. So we got a screw that goes here, got a screw that goes there. Could it have been right here? This is taken up with a screw, that's taken up with a screw. It couldn't be here because it would have... This is an IF adjustment. That's a screw. I have another one of these radios in the garage. Am I going to have to go get it and pull it apart? Here's a look inside the other one. I see where the bar antenna is mounted, and this one is broken on mine. This is also... This one's in a little bit better shape. Guess I'm gonna have to pull 20. Most of the screws are out of this already. Someone's already been in here big time. It's only got 2 screws. Well, look at this. I don't know what to think of this. This one doesn't have a 4th pulley at all. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. And what is this doing? Just laying down in the bottom. I think Sam's might have got it wrong again. Actually, I think I see what this is all about. Somebody just wanted the FM to work, and so they just wound this up so the FM would work. So I wonder if whatever broke on the other one, if there was a 4th pulley here, I just don't see where it could go. Yes, there's supposed to be a roller right here. It shows on the SAM, so there's got to be a standoff and then a little wheel. And it's not in here. And I guess I could make something to go there, although access is almost impossible. Maybe this is not to be time wasted on. The SAMS does show the roller there, and it's probably just some pressed in one of those plastic things that's melted over on the back like a plastic rivet. Okay, I got it working. Pretty good. I don't have it lined up perfectly. When I open it all the way, this one's not quite 100% open, but let me show you how I fix this. So what I did was I was able to get a screw down through the tuner there, and I put the screw, it's about an inch long, up through here, and then I put a nut on the bottom of it to hold it to the board. And then I used a metal standoff, and I heated this Teflon standoff up with a heat gun, and I pushed the metal standoff down inside of the Teflon standoff. Then what I did is I cut the screw to length with a pair of dikes. What I did is I put the nut on, then I ran the nut all the way down, cut the screw off, and then I put some Loctite on the nut, some red Loctite, and I backed it up, and I backed the screw up onto the Loctite and up onto where I screwed up the threads with the dikes. So this is never coming off. This will never fail unless it rips the circuit board apart. And then of course SAMS is totally wrong, so you just have to really analyze how this thing works. You know, what goes under and what goes over so it doesn't bind, and how many turns here and how many turns there. It's a total IQ puzzle to figure this thing out. These dial cords are always an IQ puzzle. They're always a brain challenge, because the SAMS is rarely ever right. The only way the SAMS could be, there's no way the SAMS could be right. And this little tab here was broken off, so what I ended up doing was going under and then over.
en mis zapatos.
Diamonds on your timepiece, please. Tigers on a gold leash, we don't care. We aren't caught up in the love affair, and we'll never be right. It's a wooded outline.
103.9.
Definitely no sensitivity issues with this.
It's been so long since I kissed her.
Make a difference for the glory of God. And on the show.
Lower prices. Certified. Newsman sang his same song.
Great songs, hot songs.
Wanna keep a good girl like I told you before?
Gotta do some Funky Town, man.
Middle round.
Wow, there's channel 6 in the house.
Extensión 143. 12.
GE with its crappy.
With Americans, many Americans made the mistake of underestimating the North Vietnamese.
145429000 or online at jewelryexchange.com.
Here's a little bit of the CNN discussion.
Lakers fans waste short-term political gains the way Obama seems to be doing. This has never happened before. Never happened before. Now, on the flip side,
future generations, but that is not radical.
Wind up being able to beat in Alabama in the SEC.
El del ganador.
8,000. Avoid the expense and
site.
Los complejos turísticos. Música ahora de Paul.
Of blood that there is no remission of sin. Speaking about, if you want to see, you can't get in. Jesus, before he went across the brook Kidron,
Wow, this thing's so sensitive it's picking stuff up from the Middle East. Well, I couldn't end it there. I gotta let this roll for a minute. Let's have a look at this. Not for the price, I'll show you why, but $498, right? And this thing is free local pickup in Florida, right? This guy has been trying to sell this thing for so long, and you would think he would figure out by now that, you know, it's got 8 days left. But I know this is where I got this from right here. me see, where is it here?
Of non-stop old school jams and another pair of tickets for the Hot 82.3 Old School Reunion Concert. Hang on.
He goes on here for like 5 paragraphs about how much he doesn't know too, which is pretty cool. Here we go. This could cause unforeseen damage to the vacuum bulbs. Now, how long have I been using VACCUUM vacuum bulbs that are still good, or wiring that may be loose? After some reading about these vintage televisions, it is recommended not to power them up often. Really? Okay. To leave that for the servicemen to check. This could cause unforeseen damage to the vacuum bulbs that are still good, or wiring that may be loose. Vacuum bulbs. This is where I got that. And this is how long this guy has been trying to sell this. And there was another one of these ads where the guy said, this is not a tube television. It has state-of-the-art transistor bulbs in it. So, transistor-filled vacuum bulbs. Transistor-filled cathode ray bulb.